Try to bluff on the lick, got his ass whacked. Heard a nigga stamp, bro, we gon' get back. 392 F-Fins in the scat. Too greedy, he slimy, really that. All black ski masks, everybody slack.
BTB Savage is an up-and-coming rapper originally from Cleveland, Ohio. But sadly today, his life was cut short in Houston, Texas. This is a pretty wild story. I'll go into the details on everything. First, I want to give context to who BTB Savage is. He became a father early in life and joined the army to provide for his child. He got stationed in South Korea and realized he didn't want to shave his head like everyone else. He got stuck there in South Korea and ended up going to trade school and learned how to code with JavaScript and Python and all that shit. He got caught doing some type of $1 million fraud in South Korea, like some serious shit. There's not much details on what he did exactly, but apparently it was around $1 million that he did. And he had a whole history of scamming since he was about 17 years old. He got a deal to get out of that situation in South Korea that involved him never coming back to South Korea ever again and paying some fines with the money that he got from the army, because apparently he never had to use it. I guess because of all the other money from scamming, he was using that money. After that situation calmed down, he started rapping. In 2020 and 2021 and 2022, he put out some songs that did pretty well, but nothing too crazy, not really any big hits. He built up a little cult fan base. How he got on my radar was a few days ago a Vlad interview came out. BTB Savage on him and his girlfriend killing a man who tried to rob him. And like any person, that was an interesting title, so I clicked on it.
Who was recently involved in killing a man in self-defense who tried to rob him at his home.
So they was always hitting me up to do music and shit like that. Well, one day, it was late, I was like, shit, they was gonna pay for the feature or whatever. We gonna do the song, and then they gotta do the promo with it. I was gonna do it at first. I wasn't gonna do it at first, because it was so late.
So he invited strangers to his house who paid for a feature. That's pretty wild. That's a bold decision right there. It's kind of dumb, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm like, all right, bet. They gonna pull up. I'm gonna grab the bread real quick, dip out. We got our own studio equipment. Like, if I say something, they got something to respond to it. Like, oh, I don't got this. Oh, I got it. I got this. I got that. So I'm like, shit, pull up. Let's do the song real quick. I mean, it's other people in the car. And I'm like, what's up? I'm talking to them. I'm like, what's up? What y'all on? Blah, blah, blah. We go inside the crib, and then they just talking and shit, like looking around. That's why I figured it was kind of weird they looking around when they first walk in my crib. Like, like that and shit.
That's a red flag.
But I just kind of didn't pay it no mind. I was just more of like putting out their equipment or whatever. Or I guess the older dude, I ain't really know him like that. I don't know them like that. I didn't.
Is that the Bank of America logo on his chain?
Him at all.
Because for me, I bank with America. I don't know what my card is, but I'm pretty sure that's the Bank of. That's crazy. That's different. I ain't never seen that. That's different.
It was uncle. Like, he like, oh, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. So his uncle said, go to the car and get more. Like, get the rest of the equipment or whatever. Damn, why would you? It should be the opposite way. You tell him to go.
Yeah, that is strange. The guy that he barely knows stays. He should have went and got the shit, not the kid that's doing the feature, you know what I'm saying?
So when he walked out, I was kind of nervous, so I locked the door.
Yeah.
Both locked. He pulled out some bread. He like, oh man, we ain't on that. We ain't on that. We not on no weird shit or nothing like that. You ain't got to lock the doors and like that. He like, I'm a grown man. I was like, oh nah, bro. I just got PTSD. Like, whenever he come and knock on the door, I'll just open it. He pulling out bread. He like, yeah, I've been doing this and blah, blah, blah. I was like, shit, nah, for sure. Like, respect. Like, do you?
This is so sketchy.
While he talking, he asked him about my chain. He like, how much, what jewelry you go to, blah, blah, blah. How much he hit you for? Look at my piece while he talking. I'm like, this one? I'm like, yeah, this one. While I'm looking down like that, that's when he upped the pole on me. And he like, oh yeah, run that. And he had a distance though. And I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I ain't running shit. And he was like, shit, if you don't run that, I'm gonna blow you. And he like, I'm gonna shoot you type shit. I was like, bro, you dead ass serious right now? And he was like, I'll shoot your bitch, nigga. Run that shit. So while I'm sitting there, I'm talking to him or whatever. He like, run that. I'm like, nah, you got me fucked up, bro. What the hell you got going? Nah, well.
The set of balls you have to say fuck no when you have a gun in your face. This guy has some nuts right here.
I see you flexing on Instagram, where all that shit at? Where is that? I was like, man, bro, all right, bro. I started taking off my chain. I'm gonna give him what he want real quick. So I took off my chain and he's standing at a distance. He's still at a distance, so I can't like move quick and jump. And he took the gun off me. Right there, I hit him with, like both of his arms under my armpit like this. And I like leaned back like all the way back so his elbows lock up like that. So he holding the gun, he turn it and fire at the refrigerator. And then he like
learned some karate while he was over there in that little Japan camp, wherever the fuck he was at. He was Korea. He must have learned some shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Run that. So I just fell off. I fell back. Like, his hand slammed under me. So he let the gun go. I took his arm in again while he was on top of me on the floor. So his arms under me, both his arms under me. I'm like, damn, come shoot him, bitch, come shoot him. I'm yelling at him, I'm like, come shoot him, come shoot him. I don't know where she at. So I just keep tugging with him like that until I get wrestle them shits out of her hand. So then she run over there. She got damn shaking and shit. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, shoot him, shoot him. So like, well, I swing my hip under him like that to put him on top of me, all the way on top of me. And then she's popping him in the back twice. Like she's like, boom, boom.
Oh, so he didn't even shoot him, his girl did.
In the back, he's like, fuck. And this nigga turned into the motherfucking Hawk right there. You would think he would be the Hawk before he got shot. Yeah, that's when I guess he got a full adrenaline rush. He started going crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he got the edge over me. Swing off from under him, so and I get on his back and I start wrestling with him. And then I see he got 2 guns in his hand. So I'm like, where the fuck this nigga get 2 guns from? Like, what the fuck? So I'm holding him down like that.
He is so lucky. This guy had more than 1 gun. How did he not get shot?
So I'm all on his back. I put my left hand on the gun, and the right gun, he aiming at the bitch or whatever. He like aiming at her head, trying to put the beam. So I'm grabbing his arm, like he really trying to aim and shoot at her face type shit.
Jesus.
So like he put the beam on her head. And I'm like, run, bitch, run. Like, move out the way. And then she take off running. He fired 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh no. So I when I grabbed.
Yo, Slimes, I'm sorry if I'm for me mad, dry and boring, but for me, this shit just mad interesting. Like, I'm trying to picture it. Why he, like, what he's saying, like, you know what you trying to make like an image of your head or some shit for me. Like, I'm trying to do that, and this shit just not adding up. Like, this nigga's like, the nigga did some self-defense shit. Then the nigga he from Tussling had 2 guns on him. Like, nah, this story getting crazy.
I make him put the gun down. So he got both of his hands on the ground, but his hands still on the gun. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? My kid in that back room, fam, tripping. I'm like, go ahead and get up out of here, bro. You already fired like 5 shots.
His child was in the apartment? Okay, I did not know that.
Whatever you trying to do gonna go bad for you. You gonna go straight to prison. Like, nah, I'm leaving with some nigga. I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. He was like, oh, you gonna die. He was like, you gonna die up in here. And I was like, you got me fucked up, nigga. You dying. Fuck that. So I started going crazy, like getting all over him, just whatever we do to get the guns off of him. So while we on the ground tussling, he like shoot through the door. Boom, like as if they tried to kick the door. Or whatever.
The people that went outside came back.
So I'm looking at her. I'm like, pass me the gun. They're about to shoot through the door. Cause I was gonna lay down and he just turned around and start dumping through the door. So it was like a 5-second pause. It was like boom, boom through my door. So I'm standing on top of him and he steady trying to kick me towards the door. So he like pushing me, shoves me towards the door, and I'm like moving his arms out the way trying to get on top of him. 20 rounds just go off through my door. Boom, 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 boom. Back to back, non-stop. Like that shit would not stop. I'm like, all right, bet. So boom, I'm still stepping down and I tell her to shoot through the door. I'm like, shoot through the door. Fuck it, then. You don't want to slide me, you're gonna blow that bitch through the door then. So she shoot through the door twice. She like boom, boom, and shoot through the door. They left him. Nobody shooting through the door. Like, especially if y'all call yourself family or whatever, you would think they partners gonna.
Wow, they left him. Him locking the door saved his life, obviously. That's crazy. Like, that instinct to lock the door literally saved his life from them re-entering.
Like, they didn't do nothing. You just shot me, bitch. What the fuck?
His own girl shot him in the elbow. That's why he has that on his arm. Holy shit.
I see him still crawling over, like, still moving and shit, like, trying to get. And then, like, I ain't gonna lie, where I kicked it was in the hallway towards it, and it looked like he was moving towards where my son was. So I just instantly went in panic mode and I dove on him like as if I was diving in the pool, literally jumped on him. And then he was like, no, I'm leaving here with something.
This fucking guy that was in there was on a suicide mission. Jesus Christ.
While I walked by, he grabbed my foot. He's like, come on, bro, take me with you, bro. I can make it to the hospital. I just need to go to the hospital. I was like, the fuck you? Like, I ain't taking you no fucking hospital, boy. Your ass about to fry right here. And if they come save you, then they come save you. If not,
he gotta be from Atlanta. Somebody in the comment section tell me where he's from. He gotta be from Atlanta.
Then your ass toasty. You're gone. Last day. Last supper.
So that home invasion happened about a month and a half ago or something, back in February, but today he made a mistake, boys. He flexed it, the whole crime scene. I'm not even trolling. I'm gonna have to blur some of this, but there's just blood everywhere in this shit. Like, blood all in these pictures of him flexing. Put this tweet up saying too much motion, and there's just blood everywhere. It's the whole crime scene. I can't show any of it because it's really graphic, and he's basically flexing the fact that he survived, and within a few hours apparently of posting this, he was shot and killed today. I also found this screenshot of a story he posted back when that home invasion happened saying, @SayCheese, I'm still alive, finna roll him up and read the comments. So he was already disrespecting the guy that he killed a month and a half ago, so someone was probably looking out for him. Let's be honest here. This is a sketchy situation, and he kind of flexed it a little bit too much, and there's a whole video.
Nah, that's karma. That's karma. That ain't nothing but karma. How the fuck he died right in the same spot? That's karma. Karma is real. That's really karma. I ain't gonna lie. That gotta be karma. Ain't nothing else but karma. But that's in this vid though. That shit crazy though. For me, RP BTB Savage. For me, I ain't gonna dick ride. For me, I ain't listen to it, bro. For me, y'all niggas probably gonna be in the comments. Oh, I listen. Stop capping. Y'all niggas ain't listen to that nigga, bro. Stop capping. But on my Instagram, Dior Drew. My Snap, YBWG1. My OnlyFans free subscription at Dior Drew. Hit that like button. That's up. I'm gonna start next vid.